If you've ever struggled with knee pain, found yourself hesitating at the bottom of the stairs, or felt that fear of losing balance just getting up from a chair, please know I truly understand. I was there too. There was a time when even walking to the front of my yard felt like a mountain. Every single step was heavy, my knees stiffened, and they creaked like old floorboards. Nights were even harder. The aching in my joints kept me awake, tossing and turning, and I woke up exhausted, as if my body was slowly rusting away. What made it worse was the loneliness, not knowing what else to try or if relief was even possible. I felt trapped in that endless cycle of pain and frustration. Then something unexpected happened. One afternoon, a kind neighbor stopped by and mentioned a natural drink she had been taking every morning. Honestly, I didn't believe it at first. I had already tried so many things, ointments, pills, injections, and nothing ever lasted. But I was desperate and I thought, why not? That small choice, just saying yes, became the turning point for me. Within a few days of drinking it, I started to notice small but powerful changes. The heaviness in my legs was easing. The stiffness was not the same, and moving around no longer felt like an endless struggle. For the first time in years, I felt a little spark of hope. And today, I can finally say that I climb stairs without fear, without relying on heavy medication, and without that constant weight holding me back. I feel lighter, stronger, and more alive than I ever thought possible at my age. Now, I want you to have the same chance. If you'd like to know exactly what's in this recipe that changed my life, stay with me until the very end of this video. I'll guide you step by step through how to prepare it. It's simple, affordable, and could bring you the relief you've been waiting for. But before I show you the recipe, let me ask you something very important. Do you also want to climb stairs without fear, walk with confidence again, and wake up in the morning with new energy and lightness? If your answer is yes, then type in the comments right now, "I want to live pain-free." It may seem like just a few simple words, but it's much more than that. It's a promise to yourself, a small but powerful first step toward taking back your independence. Writing that phrase may seem small, but it's the kind of choice that starts real change. Now let me show you exactly what helped me. The power of the smoothie. Ingredients. The base of this recipe is simple: prunes, oats, and coconut milk. Before finding this, I had tried everything. Appointments, pills, injections, even those miracle teas. Nothing ever lasted. The pain always returned. That's when I realized something important. The real secret isn't out there, it's inside, in what we feed our body every single day. And when I began drinking this blend each morning, little by little, things shifted. Out of all the ingredients, prunes surprised me the most. Most people only think of them for digestion, but that's just the beginning. Prunes are rich in vitamin K, potassium, iron, and magnesium, plus they're packed with antioxidants like polyphenols. These compounds fight inflammation right at the joints, easing the swelling in the knees, reducing stiffness in the legs, and lifting that heavy feeling every time you try to move. And it doesn't stop there. Prunes also strengthen the bones, support circulation, and improve overall mobility. For anyone who feels pain with every step, this makes a remarkable difference. Next comes oats, the real reinforcement soldier in this mix. Oats are loaded with soluble fibers, especially beta-glucan, which is known for its power to calm inflammation inside the body and help stabilize blood sugar. Less inflammation means less stiffness, less discomfort, and more freedom in your movements. And there's another benefit. Oats provide steady, lasting energy. Instead of feeling drained, you wake up ready to stay active and live your day, not just endure the pain. And then there's the coconut milk, which works almost like oil for the gears of your body. It brings healthy fats that nourish and hydrate you from the inside out. These fats help your muscles relax, ease tension, and deliver important minerals like magnesium and potassium. On top of that, it even carries vitamin C, all of which are essential for keeping nerves, muscles, and joints healthy. Coconut milk is soothing, strengthening, and deeply nourishing. When these three ingredients come together, something special happens. It's no longer just a drink, it turns into a daily act of self-care. I began drinking it every morning, and within a short time, I noticed my knees weren't as swollen, getting out of bed didn't feel like such a heavy struggle anymore, and I could walk farther without needing to stop every few steps. The stiffness that once held me back slowly began to fade. And let me tell you this, if you also feel like your body is locking up, if climbing stairs feels like a battle, or if you constantly need support just to stand up, then this recipe could be the blessing you've been waiting for. Simple, natural, and powerful, it has the potential to change your routine just like it changed mine. Now that you've seen why these ingredients are so powerful, let me guide you step by step on how to prepare this drink the right way, using the ideal measurements and the exact method I personally follow every single day. Grab a pen or jot this down, because these details can make all the difference. Ingredients: 6 pitted prunes. If they feel too firm or dry, don't worry. Just soak them in half a cup of warm water for about 15 minutes. This softens them beautifully and makes blending much easier. Then add 2 tablespoons of rolled oats. You can choose fine or coarse, depending on the texture you prefer, because both work perfectly well. Add 1 cup of coconut milk. If you can make it fresh at home, that's the best choice. It turns out creamier and more nourishing. But if all you have is boxed coconut milk, that works perfectly fine too. Next, add half a ripe banana, optional. It isn't essential, but I recommend it because it brings natural sweetness, balances the flavor, and adds extra potassium, which is fantastic for muscle and joint function. Finally, sprinkle a pinch of cinnamon powder to taste. Beyond its warm aroma, cinnamon is a truly functional spice. It helps stimulate circulation, supports healthy blood sugar, and carries anti-inflammatory benefits that further care for your joints. Place everything into the blender: the softened prunes, oats, coconut milk, banana if you choose to add it, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Now, here's a golden tip you cannot skip. Remember that water you used to soak the prunes? Don't throw it away. That liquid is infused with part of the fruit's nutrients and fibers, including antioxidants, potassium, and a natural compound called sorbitol. Sorbitol acts as a gentle aid for digestion and helps calm inflammation throughout the body. By adding that water into the blender, you make sure none of the goodness is lost. Once all the ingredients are inside, blend for about 2 full minutes. Let it become smooth, creamy, and velvety, with no chunks or fibers left behind. That silky texture makes it easy to drink and enjoyable every single morning. If it feels too thick for your taste, you can simply add a splash of extra water or more coconut milk to adjust. And just like that, your powerful, nutrient-packed smoothie is ready to enjoy. Don't leave just yet, because this part is just as important as the recipe itself. I'll explain exactly when to drink it, how long to keep it in your routine, and the time frame when I personally began noticing results. The secret is consistency. I began drinking this smoothie every single day, first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach. That timing is crucial because in those first hours after waking, the body absorbs nutrients more efficiently without interference from other foods. And let me tell you, already within the first 3 mornings, I noticed small changes. My body felt lighter, less stiff, and I no longer had that rusty sensation whenever I tried to move. After just 1 week of sticking with it, the rigidity that once greeted me every time I got out of bed had decreased dramatically. My joints began to respond more smoothly, my knees didn't feel so locked, and even climbing stairs was easier. Not effortless yet, but no longer the exhausting struggle it used to be. The best part? I was no longer depending on daily painkillers. That constant reliance on pills, which only masked the pain and brought side effects, started fading naturally as my body grew stronger. From the 2nd week onward, I noticed something else, a new sense of energy and vitality. Before, even thinking about walking to the market made me feel exhausted. But with this drink, I began walking without fear, with confidence, and with stability in my legs. It felt like I had taken back a piece of my life. I committed to drinking this smoothie for 30 consecutive days, from Monday to Saturday. On Sundays, I chose to take a break to let my body rest, but that was simply my personal choice. If you prefer to drink it every single day without a break, you absolutely can. There's no harm in keeping it daily if it feels right for you. Nowadays, I rotate it with other natural juices and smoothies for variety, but whenever I sense my body stiffening again or discomfort creeping back, I return to this exact recipe, and every single time, the relief comes back. Of course, every body is different. Some may feel changes in just 3 days, others only after 2 full weeks. What matters is not giving up too soon. With patience, care, and consistency, the results will show, and they will last. Speaking of results, I don't want you to fall into the trap of making the same recipe every single day and then giving up out of boredom. That's why I want to share with you some variations I've personally tried. These simple changes not only kept the flavor interesting, but also gave an extra boost to the health benefits. One of the easiest swaps was replacing the banana with an apple. Apples contain quercetin, a natural compound with strong anti-inflammatory properties. This helps reduce joint swelling and stiffness while also giving the smoothie a lighter, fresher taste. It's perfect if you prefer a drink that isn't too sweet in the morning. Another variation I truly enjoyed was adding a teaspoon of turmeric with just a pinch of black pepper. This golden duo is famous for fighting pain and inflammation, protecting the joints, and improving circulation. Remember, you don't need much turmeric, has a strong flavor, and the black pepper isn't about spice. It's about helping your body absorb curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, much more effectively. Together, they provide a natural healing boost that your joints will thank you for. I also experimented with adding a teaspoon of chia seeds. At first, they seem tiny and insignificant, but they are packed with plant-based omega-3s, protein, and soluble fiber. When soaked, chia seeds create a gentle gel that helps lubricate the joints, reduces inflammation, and supports smooth digestion. They also add a pleasant texture to the smoothie, making it more satisfying. Another simple adjustment I loved was replacing half of the coconut milk with plain yogurt. This made the drink creamier, lighter, and added probiotics. And probiotics are more important than many people realize. They support gut health, and a healthy gut means better absorption of nutrients. When your body absorbs nutrients properly, it directly benefits your bones, joints, and overall energy. Finally, here's a small but valuable tip. On very hot days, add a few ice cubes before blending. It transforms the drink into a refreshing chilled smoothie that feels like a treat, while still delivering all the goodness your body needs. By rotating these variations, apple instead of banana, turmeric with black pepper, chia seeds, yogurt swaps, or simply adding ice, I was able to keep this habit going for months without ever getting tired of it. Each version felt like a new recipe, but with the same powerful foundation, and every sip reminded me that I was caring for my body from the inside out, with nothing more than the natural gifts that truly work. Look, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that pain doesn't only affect the body, it quietly steals so much more. Your will to move, your joy in the little things, sometimes even the sparkle in your eyes. Every step feels heavy, every chore becomes harder, and little by little, your confidence begins to fade. But here's the beautiful part. When you find something that truly helps, even if it's as simple as a natural recipe, it feels like hope has come back to live inside you. This is not about miracles or overnight cures. It's about making a conscious choice to care for yourself using what nature already provides. A daily glass of this smoothie, prepared with consistency and a bit of faith, becomes more than just a drink. It becomes an act of self-love, a reminder every morning that you are choosing to honor your body and give it what it needs to heal. And that, my friend, carries more power than we often realize. So even on the days when your body feels heavy, even when fatigue tries to slow you down, don't give up on yourself. Every pain-free step you manage to take is already a victory. Every lighter morning when you wake up with less stiffness and more energy is a win worth celebrating. And if you believe, as I do, that God has placed in the simple things of life everything we need to care for ourselves, then hold on to that faith. Because while the body may grow older and weaker, the soul, when filled with hope, can be renewed every single day. Now let me ask you, will you keep living with the same pain? Or are you ready to take this small but powerful step toward a life of lightness and freedom? Will you wait another month, watching the days slip by? Or will you start tomorrow morning, giving your body the care it deserves? If you're truly ready to change, do it not only for yourself, but also for the people who love you and want to see you well. Share this message with someone you know who also suffers, because sometimes one simple piece of information can change an entire life. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe, leave your comment below, and check out the next recipe I've linked. It's another natural blend that perfectly complements this one. Let's keep walking this journey together, step by step, with more health, more faith, and more life.